Good evening, Gumbo podcast community. This is Mocha Jones 10 here with Yoko. We are commentating the second game of the semifinals for number 6 seed JohnTheBranch versus number 7 seed Ehseezed in the fighter sort of bracket. Yoko, it's wonderful to be with you tonight. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
And yes, for those of you who don't know, Ehseezed won the first game in this semifinal match, and we're in standard tonight. Now, with standard, there's only one opening. So here's a real question. What's going to be that first item they're going to get?
A big 20.
Are we hoping for bomb start just for the troll today?
Maybe, but we have lights out over on John's side. And away we go. Oh. And a piece of heart.
All right, so they have a little extra love to begin the game. We'll see if the love continues throughout the game.
So with standard opening by now, it's normal. Go see Uncle, get the item from Uncle, and then go save Zelda.
Yes, and with this being standard, there it is. Like I was going to say, with standard, Uncle will give you a weapon. Now, that weapon can be sword, that weapon can be hammer, bow, or as we see, bombs. And the second item in here is a red boomerang. So we're going to see some stun prizes here soon.
Yep, always a good item to see.
And Ken, yes, somehow Ehseezed did delete his file. Said, I'm just going to call him because that's a lot of syllables.
Yeah, I agreed.
And JTB. And we see JTB and going through the beginning of Escape. Like I said, they did get that red boomerang, which means that they will be doing stun bomb strat throughout this entire escape sequence, unless they get another weapon.
And an interesting sprite choice for both of them. John using Princess Peach and using Ouija.
Oh, and they are gracious, or they have been graciously given a hammer. That's very nice. Now, JTB did tell me that the reason he uses Peach is because in bunny form, Peach is let's just say Bowser with the mushroom helmet on.
Bowsette.
I wasn't gonna say it. Too many memes out there.
Yeah, but that was the first thing that came to mind.
Now, I will say, with the hammer, it is a little tough to get just a perfect hit on some of these enemies. Especially these shield guards. Because if you hit them right on their shield, you'll just bounce right off of them. And we saw JTB having a little bit of issue with that. That gave Ed a little bit of a lead there.
And 50 rupees in that guarded chest as well.
And he's, oh no!
Oh, and he takes, and Ed takes a death.
Oh no. Ed got a little bit too confident there with that hammer, but got down to one heart, and just said, YOLO, and he gets a respawn at least.
Yeah, and he gets all his bombs back too.
Yes, he does get all of his bombs back. But that means he has to go through all that portion again.
Yep.
Or you do hate to see it. This is where the I type out not like this.
Right, you never want to see that death happen at the very start of the game, especially in Escape.
Yeah, and just from experience, that can really mess with you mentally throughout the rest of the run.
Right. Well, hopefully he bounces back from that.
Yeah, and as Ed is heading all the way back down to Zelda's cell, we have JTB heading into the back of Escape. Now, the wonderful thing about Standard is that Princess Zelda will provide you light throughout the sewers. Therefore, you don't need a lamp.
But there's a downside. It's only the first time through. I believe on a subsequent visit back here, we do not have the light.
Yeah, but fortunately, they only will have to make one trip down here, unless they just want to visit the sewers no matter what. But
Yeah.
I don't foresee them coming back here anymore.
No, we got the bombs, so we don't have to go item hunting for that. And we find the map in the Dark Cross.
That means there are 3 items in the back. So, what do you think we'll see before they leave Escape?
I'm going to say the cape, the hook shot, and the moon pearl.
I'm bet that it's 4. There's 4, because we count Sank as well.
And maybe the sword.
I'm gonna say they're gonna have a bottle and some monies.
And here we go in chest number 1, big 20. Chest number 2, the flute. Chest number 3, bombs.
Well, we will be doing the Hyrulean National Anthem here soon.
Yep.
Now, as we leave Escape, our runners do have a couple of options. They could go up to see what Lumberjack holds, or just go straight to the Lost Woods area. Do you foresee them actually heading up to Lumberjack to see what's there?
Most definitely. It's kind of always, you can route the Lumberjack Cave into Lost Woods anyhow.
Yeah, I'm hit or miss with whether to go up there. If I find boots early, like in Escape, I might go up there. But depending on what these runners think, they will probably bypass that. It's like, do I want to risk just going up there and losing a few seconds? Or if I find something up there, I know I have to go straight to Aga.
Yeah. Oh, JTB skipping that and going right into the Lost Woods.
Oh, and it's a good thing we went straight there. We have some defense. Well, we have more armor. We have Princess Peach here in a, what's that, fuchsia dress? Purple dress?
Looks like a dark blue, a violet dress, I'm going to say.
Alright. And it is finally getting out of Escape. And let's see if he goes, checks that Lumberjack area, find out information that we didn't get with JTB.
And JTB going into CAC, and first stop, Thieves' Den.
Now lately, CAC has been pretty loaded. We've gotten nearly, last time I've seen
we've power glove.
Yeah, we've been near go mode in CAC. And with those power gloves, we were 2 items away
from Dark World.
From Dark World access, yes.
And there's Ether.
And we do have Ed going up to see what is on the Lumberjack ledge.
And we've got, I had no idea what that is.
Did not see that. Let's see if we can find out here shortly. as JTB jumps down the well. I could not tell.
Nope. So we got bombs, a heart container, and more money.
Yeah, I could not tell what's on that lumberjack ledge. It probably was maybe some money.
But
Ooh, yeah.
auto vendor, half magic.
Well, he's giving us bottles. A good bottle this time.
Yep.
And we do have the Hyrulean National Anthem being played right now. As the goose is loose.
And more bombs in the chicken hut.
Well, this is turning out to be a very explosive seed right now. And we have a fighter sword here.
Maybe Kakariko Village was visited by MacGyver before the seed started.
More than likely.
Yep. All we needed was and we got a quick map check. Eastern and Desert are pendants with Hera and Desert being our pendant dungeons, and Eastern being one of our 5-6 crystals.
Yes, and also Hera was green pendant, so that could be important for our runners.
Yes. And we got bombos at the race game.
Well, I said explosive start to this seed. Explosive start. Oh, and JTB not remembering that he activated the flute? Maybe?
Right.
I'm surprised to see JTB not activating or not fluting to 7 to go straight to the well. Or not the well, to the dam.
Yeah. Mhm. 20 rupees.
So I'm going to guess that if we find the bow pretty shortly, these runners should probably go ahead and dip into Eastern and beat it. Just because it's Eastern, the dark rooms in Eastern are pretty forgiving, so to say.
Right.
But speaking of dark rooms, that was the topic of the Gomo podcast that just came out. Gomo podcast comes out every 2 weeks, and they had a podcast episode come out last week, if I'm not mistaken, that was talking about dark rooms. If you're not following the Gomo podcast on your favorite podcast app, go check them out.
And there's our bow.
So how likely is the Eastern play now?
75%. 75 to 80%, I'm gonna say.
And JTB getting bodied by that crow there.
Only because of that the back dark room always seems to be a little bit of a trouble.
Yeah. Now, if we found a fire rod, that makes it just a slightly bit easier.
Right.
We have Egg actually going to desert area, which I don't blame him with having the flute. You can just flute back over to South Shore or wherever area that. Yeah, I believe he didn't go to South Shore.
No.
So he could just flute back over the 7 and route that in effectively.
And the Arrow of Destiny.
I'm curious with JTB walking back down to the south. I wonder if he's setting up for a fake flipper to go check these areas over here.
Yep, that's what he's doing.
And getting it first try into the water.
On Lake Hylia, we have a Piece of Heart.
So there's advantages and disadvantages to fake flippering. Definite advantages if you find an item that you're not, or that could potentially advance your go mode, is very nice, but it's going to naturally be locked behind the flippers.
Right.
So if JTB would have found something like, I don't know, Fire Rod there, we know that we will need flippers to find Fire Rod. And if, say, Swamp is a crystal, we would have to find Fire Rod, and we have to find flippers for that Swamp Palace.
All right, off to Sahashla's closet.
JTB not having done his own map check, talking to Saha to find out, hey, Green Pen is just
Ice Rod.
That's a very nice rod there. Too bad that Ice Rod doesn't put the back of Eastern into logic. But hey, it's very cool. It's a very cool rod, I hear. Now, as I said before, we are getting that Eastern play, which Eastern is a 5/6 pin or crystal. So that's half of the big bomb that we'll be getting.
Right.
Half of the requirements, that is. Shout out to our tracker, Adilor, the clicky person today.
Yeah, he gets the easy part. Click all the buttons.
I never noticed that the Luigi sprite has goggles when it swims.
Yeah. All right. Big 5 rupee right there.
And did Ed get his bow?
Don't know. I think so.
He had to have gotten it because it was in Mini Moldorm Cave.
Yes. And he did do Mini Moldor. But now he's up Death Mountain.
I would have said, if I'm doing dark rooms anyway, I'm going to go to Eastern because I can go ahead and clear a crystal.
Right.
At least that's just me. But going and getting the old man is not a bad strat either, because that gives you a save point. And that is the quickest save point, save point to where, hey, I'm going to save and quit, go to mountain, and have the old man rub my back for health, and I'm out and flew away.
And John picks up a bottle over in Eastern as well.
Not just any bottle, a bottle with the fairy. So he has a little bit of leeway to take some damage. Hopefully he won't.
But he's got himself an insurance marker.
And I doubt that Ed's going to get... Ooh!
Moon Pearl in the semi-vanilla region.
That's definitely a pickup there.
Yep.
Dude, I'm not good with impressions, or else I would try and do an impression right now, just based off of what you said. Well, what I said, what you said. And JTB thinking about it and saving and quitting, not going to finish. There's an item left in there, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, doesn't want to take the chance with the dark rooms, I guess.
I mean, he does have ether, which would have, if not mistaken, would they have frozen the little tentacle dude thingies? If someone in chat could correct me on this. Will the ether medallion freeze the tentacle dude thingies?
Sick kid with the silvers.
Hey, I don't want to go outside and shoot anything. Here's my special arrows for you.
Piece of heart, and there's the Master Sword.
So getting the Moon Pearl is paying off for because hey, I can get Master Sword and have a little bit more offense.
And there's the Fire Rod.
Fire Rod. Let's see if they will get that Fate Flipper off of there to hopefully get that Fire Rod, because that's gonna be really good.
That is not good right there. 500 rupees for a $20 return.
Yeah, I guess Ed doesn't know the Fate Flipper from there.
The splash deletion.
Yeah. We see Ed now heading into Eastern area, and he can go to Dark World if he wants to.
Yeah.
Well, what do you know? Ed's going to Dark World. Oh, JTB getting a little stuck there with the dead rock, but maneuvered around, and we have a map check. Our last 5/6 crystal is ice. Our last pendant is Thieves' Town.
So semi-vanilla Dark World today.
Yes, so that's really good. Of course, with 2 pendants in light, where it's like, oh no, which dungeons which dungeons are we gonna have that's gonna be the last pendant? And it's ice, so we probably won't see an icebreaker this game.
Nope.
Oh no!
He didn't have enough
money. He didn't have enough money for Kiki. He got extortion before he could get extortioned. And for those of you who don't know, I, Mocha Jones 10, rolled this seed for these runners. And I think I have psyched them out. If you don't know about me rolling seeds, I roll terrible seeds. I think they're overthinking probably. Because I know that they're...
Go ahead.
I know that there's been some conversation in chat like, what are they doing? What are these runners doing? I rolled the seed, so things could be anywhere.
Alright, time for the good old hype cave check, and there's Quake.
Alright, so I'll give that a 2 out of 7 there, just for the Quake medallion. And is he getting... Oh no. He got debated again, I guess, or forgot how much you actually need for the chess game, which I actually don't know how much you actually need for chess game. Apparently it's 30 rupees.
Yeah.
But we see both runners in Dark World here. And going into Village of Outcasts, where we have JTB starting with Hype Cave going north.
And JTB gonna go check out our good friend Stumpy and gives us 10 more vampire skewers.
Alright, and Emerith saving the day, saying that chess game is 30 rupees and dick game is 80, and Ed just got 300 rupees right there in Sea House.
But the good news is that is a total of 110 rupees that they need.
And Ed actually going into Thieves Town.
Yeah.
Which is Pendant Thieves Town.
Probably just gonna go in there and check the first 4 chests. Dig game giving us nothing but 20 rupees, but John's gonna continue to try to dig up some more money.
We have Red Luigi now. Alright, let's see where JTB goes from here. Will they go into Dark World from... Nope, we are going into Dark World from Village Outcast. We're going into Village Outcast here. And Professor Render, I agree. Red Melon Thieves Town with 6 hearts in reserve is good.
Agreed.
And now, the gauntlet part of Thieves Town. Boy. Now, I do find it curious that Render is going into Pendant Thieves Town and going into the back of Pendant Thieves Town. Czar, I halfway agree with you that Thieves Town normally does hold something. More often than not, I've seen. Ooh, that bomb is way too far.
And there's another bottle in the brewery.
But more often than not, I've seen Pendant Pod have more items. Now, last time I've seen a run that Pendant Thieves Town had Titansmiths. That was fun.
Yep.
We have both runners in the exact same dungeon now. Alright, so there is something in big chest. In the big key chest here. So we will be going all the way across the bridge.
Yep. Ice Red was in the mini mold.
It was
Mini Moldorm cave.
I believe it's in Sahasula's closet. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Sahasula's closet.
Now here is something to think about. With Egg actually going through and fake flippering with the Moon Pearl to get that Master Sword, that gives it a little bit more of an extension with that sword to make fighting blind just a little bit easier.
Yep. And no matter what sword you have, when you come in to fight blind, he's always going to take exactly 9 hits.
As Blonde says herself, any old sword will cut it here.
Right. And a vanilla blind fight. Can't get more French vanilla than that, right?
Alright, so we have finished a dungeon. Given it was a pendant, but we finished a dungeon.
Yes.
So I wonder if these runners are going to be looking for flippers. Well, it's going to look for those flippers. I wonder if JTB's looking for that lamp. So we're now in the stage of the game where both runners are just covering where they have been, the other person has been. I like Ed's route just a little bit better. Just because by going from Thieves Town or from Village of Outcast, you can actually route in going south to 2 out of 7 cave today.
Right.
So now the question comes in, who's going to be the first one to dip in the pod?
Probably John.
Probably John.
John or E, because he went there but came up short for the money for Kiki. That's the sad part, because you need 110 for it.
Yes, you do need 110 rupees for that monkey. Dude, and
too bad he doesn't take an IOU.
No, because every time you lose Kiki, you have to pay him 10 rupees all over again. Oh, and JTB missing the button. Now, I'm curious if Ehseezed will route in going to
Pyramid?
excuse me, going up to the pyramid to see what's on the ledge.
Yep. And then from there, he could also route in Catfish as well.
Yes, he can route in Catfish, and that looks like what they're doing right now.
Yep.
Let's see if JTB gets the script off pretty well.
And on the $25,000 pyramid ledge is Titansmith.
Man, it blended in with the pyramid ledge. I didn't know what it was. So, can you say that these runners are going to be pretty strong here soon? So I'm going to give the advantage right now to Ehseezed.
And yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah, finding those Titansmiths up there really opened that up for him. And Catfish gives us a
Our chat is having so much fun with the pyramid game right now. Oh, I love it. JTB going to get his Titan Spits now. His golden gloves here. Now, items that we definitely need. Okay, so we have Ehseezed actually heading into Eastern with the silver arrows. We're going to have JTB in the same area going into Pod. Now, I want to ask you a question. We've already seen the front half of Pod from JTB. All right, we've seen the front half of Easter from JTB. What's going to be on the Armos Nights if Ehseezed goes back there?
I'm gonna say flippers or mirror. Worst case scenario, the shroom.
What, shroom leading to the shovel, which leads to powder, which leads to the book, which leads to the runners having to go check pad to find out that's a hook shot, right?
Yep.
That could actually happen. I just randomly threw out an item, but that could actually happen. Sorry, I rolled this seed. Anything can happen. Who knows? It might accidentally be Jet.
Right.
I doubt that right now, but it could be Jet.
Yeah.
And now we have chat playing. What's the name of that
Match game.
The match game, yes.
Oh, we can do one better. We can also combine that with the Hollywood Squares to get match game Hollywood Squares hour.
No, we could go into let's make a deal. Now I have right here Ehseezed going into the back of Eastern Palace.
Right.
I also have 300 rupees right here. What do you think is going to be in the back of Eastern Palace?
Ooh, back of Eastern. I'm gonna say the mirror.
Now, something that Ehseezed could do, if he believes he gets a little bit low on health, is go back through and there he found the Igor, got the key, and he's gonna go straight to the back. But something he could have done was drop down into the pot and get him a fairy. Now, something we learned on the podcast this week is you have to face the door in order to go through it with the key.
Yep. And the map in the turtle room, as Ehseezed takes care of the two red Cyclops and going in to face the Helmosaur, the Almost Knights.
Now, we'll say blink and you'll miss it because we have silvers.
Yeah. And just a piece of heart.
And we have our first crystal at 42-24. Ehseezed has crystal number 5-6 of red crystal number 1. And what I would imagine is Ehseezed will portal and go through the back of pod, go through the pod, maybe.
Yep.
After hitting up Saha's hut.
And into the Helmless hallway, there's the compass. Now, if John's counting his keys, as you know, none of the keys can ever be in dark maze. One of the small keys.
Yes. Rule of thumb is whenever you get off the falling bridge and you go right, if after those 3 chests you have 2 keys, you can skip Harmless Hellway.
I learned about that from Koi's videos. Shout out to Koi.
Shout out to Koi. Also, shout out to this bee helping with making this dark maze just slightly easier. Now the nice thing about that B, as we know from the Darkroom episode of the Gomo podcast, is that B will always, after killing the enemies, follow you around and give you your location.
Right. And all of that for just 300 rupees.
It's this. If you didn't know this, Pod is actually Kiki's bank. So this is where he stores all of his money. Now I'm surprised that, as I'm not really that surprised, because JTB is a little bit too healthy. Or else I would say I'm surprised that JTB didn't just try and take a death warp here and start at the beginning of the dungeon. Hey Yoko.
Yes.
We have our chat wanting Ped.
They always want Ped. Well, they can either have the Ped, or we could trade the Ped in for what's in the tile room.
Ooh. I know this. I think I want Ped. Because Ped definitely means we get more randomizer. And what's better than more randomizer, you know?
More randomizer.
We have both runners doing the mimic rooms. JTB just a little bit further ahead in the running of the mimic room.
Right.
Now, here again, coming up on Helmsor, we're going to see a huge difference in with that sword length.
Right.
I foresee these runners doing the sword out strat with Helmsor, meaning that as long as you have your sword extended,
it gives you an extra extended hitbox to hit him.
Yes, it gives you an extended hitbox, and also it won't turn you around whenever you're throwing your bombs, or not throwing your bombs, hitting with the hammer. Because normally you get that strange knockback. I think I just hit my mic. You get that strange knockback whenever you hit with the hammer without having your sword extended. So we're going to avoid that with the hammers out. Now, what that means is that Ehseezed is going to have just a little bit more length going into that room.
Right, and he's going down into the... Gets the big key. And the good thing about the updated for the randomizer with this update is we are finally able to see what those items are in the dark rooms.
Oh, that made me so happy. Yeah. I bet it makes our tracker so much happy too.
Definitely.
Now, JTB in the worst room of Pod in the dark. And that's the turtle room.
Yep. Well, it's turtle season.
Now our chat is discussing what could be on Pod. Here are some options for you. We could have Hookshot on Pod. We could have
Lamp.
We could have Lamp on Pod, because especially if we get flippers, Lamp could be on Pod, but that also means Lamp would not be required.
Right.
Technically. We know where Fire Rod. Canis and Maria, I believe, could be on pod. Yes. Canis and Maria could be on pod.
Alright, and John going into the fight.
Ped. Yes, I didn't mean Ped. We're in pod. Pod, Ped. Just change out the middle letter.
Right.
But yes, we can have all those things on Ped. And as you see there from JTB, the turning around animation I was telling you about. And we have JTB finishing Ped with the silver arrow.
Yep. And getting his first crystal. And we have the blue team, blue boomerang.
And Ehseezed taking a death, but luckily having that theory in a bottle.
Yep. How to use his insurance marker.
Now, something else that could be, we could have Boots on Ped. Because Boots is logical access into Mystery Mire.
Right, that's
Hookshot,
cool.
And Hookshot could be a Mystery Mire.
Yep, but nah, that's too cruel right there.
Sorry, I love theory crafting.
Yes.
Oh, and Ehseezed taking a full death in pod. So he's not gonna get his second crystal. They're not gonna get their second crystal there.
No, they'll probably come back when he has a fire source.
In Corbett, yes, we all know that Smiths have the mirror because they are vain.
Ooh. That's just being narcissist.
All right, let's see if JTB will, since they haven't beat the Armor Slice, will try to get that fake flipper to get that fire rod.
Right, probably. I think he seems more confident in doing the splash deletion.
Yeah, there are so many variables that go into the splash deletion. I've tried it so many times, and I'll get it before I drop down the waterfall, but there's a variable that I don't take into account, and I just bounce right back up.
Meanwhile, Ehseezed picking up our good friend Jeremiah the Bullfrog.
And it could be a lamp and hammer pegs, or maybe a mirror. And there goes JTB setting up for the splash deletion and getting it. Nice.
Yep, and he's on his way to getting the fire rod.
And that means that all of a sudden I would now give the advantage to JTB for getting that fake flipper there, that splash deletion. Now, I do anticipate, I could be wrong, but I do anticipate JTB going into Skullwoods now.
Yep.
Now, remind me if I'm wrong, did he ever actually do his own map check?
Ehseezed did. Yeah, both of them did do the map checks for both Light and Dark World.
Okay. And we're paying the Smiths to pay us even more. I love that. That means we can buy more blue potions.
Right, we went plus. We paid them and they gave us a credit. Now, John going right to the back part of Skullwoods. That tends to be the norm.
Yeah, I like this play because if we get the 2 items in the back part, we don't have to worry about all that key messiness in the front.
Right. All that kind of makes it almost like key sanity.
And
Well,
there's your
that's a
hook
hook
shot.
shot.
Boing, boing. That's all I gotta say for that. As we see, Ehseezed getting the purple chest and saving quitting.
Yep, good old Gary's lunchbox.
And JTB doing a little bit of swag there, getting that bumper to advance a little bit. Now with half magic, I very much anticipate Mothler going down pretty quickly.
Yes.
While Ehseezed getting a very nice offensive boost there with the Bacon Sword.
Alright, Myers side check. Did not get to see what Maya was.
I did not get a good look at it myself.
But we have all
moment.
three. Yeah, but we have all 3 pendants, so it's easy. There's the mirror.
You know, more often than not, I have seen Mirror there.
At least he's now going to go over and probably check Checkerboard Cave.
Man, this game is swinging back and forth so much.
And
Because-
John, there goes John taking down the big giant moth before Godzilla could do it, and gets a piece of heart for that.
So that is both items.
Yes.
So we don't have to go into any more Skullwood. If only JTB had a mirror. But we know where that is.
Yep. Takes a quick second to pause and plan out his next plan of attack.
Now, having mirror, we could see more Death Mountain now.
Definitely.
So that's what Ehseezed is actually doing right now. And Irritable Penguin with a raid at 2 right now. Thank you so much for that raid. We are in the middle of JohnTheBranch versus Ehseezed. We are having a flip-flopping lead right now. So, Mirror was in Miter Shed. So we have JTB who has Fire Rod right now and the hook shot, while Ehseezed has Mirror and Temperate Sword. So, and that's it is, oh my word. So
Right.
good.
Meanwhile, as he's checking out the Spiral Cave.
Yeah, the only thing that Ehseezed can't clear on Death Mountain is Hookshot Cave. Now, I'm curious if Ehseezed will go ahead and open up T-Rock since, hey, we have all 3 medallions, why not?
Right. And John can go do both sides of that. Yep. John can clear out both sides, light and dark.
Now this runner will be able to get all the items on Dark Death Mountain. Who is that runner?
And there's our last place for the sword. So Ehseezed evolving to a butter sword, and John going to the bacon sword.
And what are those right there?
Those look like to be the boots, and we got to go fast.
Ooh. I wonder if Ehseezed meant to drop down, or if he just missed the bomb, or misplaced the bomb.
I think he might have misplaced the bomb.
So, would you say that Master Sword Digivolve to Bacon Sword?
Yeah, but I'm gonna press B and not allow it.
Now, Ehseezed doing a really awesome glitch that my chat still. It's like, how do you do that? Deleting the push blocks, which is actually just get the mirror out and spam, but it still amazes my chat every time.
Chat now wanting to have a whammy sprite to play as in randomizer.
I'm pretty sure Look was such a good game.
Yep, it's one of my favorite game shows.
JTB getting the hookshot clip. Oh, and we have Bombos as our medallion requirement, which, hey, we have all 3 medallions, so. Now, my question is, which item will be the weakest link? Meaning that it's going to be the last item for go mode.
Ooh, what item? The shovel's probably going to be the weakest link.
Oh, and JTB getting a big advantage there with the flippers there.
Yeah, there's the flippers.
Oh no, that means that it's gonna have to go into the, well, unless Ehseezed is setting up. I believe he is setting up for a water walk.
But first, John must cross these bed of spikes and face his fears to open up the chest. But takes a death.
But has a fairy.
You're right. And all of that for 10 hours. For 10 vampire skewers.
I'm trying to figure out what. So let's see what we can beat right now. We can beat Swamp.
Right. We can also beat Eastern.
Technically, yes.
Yeah, we
We
have
can
that
beat
fire
Eastern.
sword. Fire source.
We can beat Meyer. No, we can't. We can't beat Meyer right now because we don't have Canis Maria. Is Canis Maria?
We can do ice.
We can do ice, which is our other 5/6 crystal.
And we can do swamp.
What if ice has the Canis Maria on it on Cold Stare?
Right. Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yes, and as Chad's kindly pointing out, JTB needs to go to Marshed before he can go to Swamp, and Ehseezed needs to go to Skull Woods, get Hookshot to get the flippers from Hookshot Cave before he can do anything involving Swamp. I believe Ehseezed is heading into Skull Woods right now.
Yep, there he goes. And he's off into...
Wait,
no!
What? Oh, he has to have... Oh, no. Oh, no. So, I think I know what Ehseezed's hesitation is right now. Skull Woods has Hookshot. But he needs Fire Rod to go into the back of Skull Woods. He doesn't know that Hookshot's on the way to the back of Skull Woods. See, this is what you get when I roll a seed. You have things like, oh, you need to go into Skull Woods, get Hookshot to get flippers in the Hookshot Cave, to get Fire Rod with the flippers to go back into Skull Woods. This is why I shouldn't roll seeds, people.
Right. And John making nice work of the red Cyclopses, and now on to his fight with the Armorous Knights. And again, if you blink, you miss it.
Alright, so JTB's decision to get that Splash Solution is turning out to be a very good decision for him right now. Let's see if he'll make his way over to Marshed, get that mirror. I think he's making the Ice Palace play right now.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going into the original form of the Water Temple.
Man, this dungeon's so chill, you know that? And Ehseezed, is he making the Skull Woods play right now? No. And can Ehseezed won game 1. And the sad thing about not having the Canis Maria is that we're gonna have to bomb jump. Which I advise every person to learn how to bomb jump.
First glitch I ever learned how to pull off.
We have JTB lining up the bomb jump. He places bomb, lines up the jump, dismounts perfectly across the gap. Golf clap, people, golf clap. JTP pulling off a shot. I love just charging up a bacon sword spin and just sliding and letting the spin take control and just killing all those ping gators. As I said, trying to get that fire rod. He set up a water walk, and let's see how he's going to route this in to go down to the fire rod area.
Right. No. He doesn't know how to do it. He decided to save and quit again.
Chat, can you, if you're in that state, are you able to splash delete from that position? I believe you can, but correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't. Yeah, chat's saying he lost the water walk.
And as I said, making its way into Skull Woods. I believe that they're going to be very frustrated at me in the interview later when I tell them when they realize what the logic is for it, because I rolled the seed. And the seeds I roll have this crazy logic.
Well, there's the big key for Ice Palace over on John's side.
And we actually get to see the front of Skull Woods, which we don't know doesn't have anything. But as I said, already getting the big key and the map there. I think there's something else, but I didn't see it. A key, if I'm not mistaken.
Mocha, at least be thankful that this isn't a key sanity race, too.
I'm never rolling a key sanity C for myself.
No, I meant for these guys.
I know.
Alright, time to see what's in the big chest. Just nothing but a big 20. Well, he found it, so he gets to keep it.
Alright, Ehseezed is about to do some frustration slashes, I'm going to imagine, after he gets this hook shot here.
I think he's going to leave some bombs.
Nope, he's going to save and quit. And I'm going to guess it. I'm going to guess he's going to go straight up the mountain, go to Hookshot Cave, find those flippers, and yell at me.
And meanwhile, John going over there to fight off against Cold Stare.
I don't know what these developers of this game were thinking, but they sure love eyeball bosses.
Right. I don't know. Cold Stare more looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow.
I think my wife called them cotton balls with eyes.
They more look like cotton candy.
And it's heading into Mire.
And it's Quake that's needed to get into Mire, too.
It is, as I said, banking on Kana Samaria in Mystery Mire. I think he's following the logic that Hookshot is actually leading us into Mystery Mire, which it could be. There could be, like I said, Kana Samaria in here. And JTB going into Mire area, maybe getting the mirror here. Yes, he's going to get his mirror in Mire Shed, which means that he'll be one item closer to go mode.
Yep. Mire is an interesting play as well, I would say.
Now I'm curious if JTB will mirror out and head into swamp area. Will JTB go into swamp area? Survey says.
Will Ehseezed be able to pull off splash deletion? Stay tuned next time.
Oh, here's a play. JTB going into desert.
Find out next time on the same bat channel, same bat time. Alright, so the good thing is at least we're not boots locked and the big key wasn't up there on the torch.
So Ehseezed was up the mountain. Excuse me, Ehseezed up the mountain. He's deciding to try splash deletion again, which I commend him for doing. He's beat Armos Knights, which I think messes with your splash deletion values. If someone can correct me on that.
I believe so too. Not 100% sure. Chat, what do you say?
Oh my word! Galaxy Brain play by JTB. Going into desert, getting that lamp. Oh my word!
And it looks like he's gonna go up there and fight the land mole.
Yes, I believe there is still one item. Of course, with all these easy pendants, we could have a Kana Samaria on
He got it!
Oh, he gets it!
He got it!
When he goes to Hookshot Cave, he'll be really mad at me. But yeah. So yeah, we can still have Kana Samaria on pad.
John getting a 2-cycle on Land Mall.
Yeah,
And, all that for 20 rupees.
Yeah, that third Lambo just doing the short hop to avoid the 1-cycle. Oh, you hate to see it.
Right, but more importantly, that gives him 2 pendants.
I am seriously curious if JTB is playing the blind pool pad.
Maybe.
Honestly, I think if I were these runners, I would, especially if I were JTB right now, I'd make my way towards the swamp because I know I can full clear it.
Right. Chat also pointing out that the cane cannot be right now is in TR or on Victorious.
Right. The last pendant is Hera. So it could be on pedestal.
What are the odds?
Never tell me the odds.
Well, but I know someone who's the wizard of all the odds.
So let's think, where have we not checked yet? We haven't, with all the density in swamp. I'm gonna say that it could be swamp where we have the Cane of Samaria.
I'm gonna say it's on the pedestal.
See, I didn't want to say ped because I secretly want it to be there for more rando.
Right.
But just to be gracious to these runners, I want it to be like the second chest in swamp. It's just that making doing pretty decent with this moth fight. Needs to be a little bit. There he goes.
Down goes Moth.
So fun fact, if we were not playing randomizer, we could not damage Moth with Gold Sword.
Yep, that's right. In the vanilla game, the Gold Sword negates the damage, does 0 damage on the Moth. Because it has, I believe, if I remember correctly, it's got the same value, same damage value as the spikes.
Yes, that is true.
And John up into everyone's favorite room, the cutscene chest.
Man, I love this cutscene chest because I can see everything that's going on right now. Oh, wait, the room's just shaking.
A quake. A quake.
So if I'm not mistaken, cutscene chest and the Igor statue cutscene is the same amount of time. It's just that you can actually see what's going on in Pod.
Right.
Fun fact. So we have Ehseezed heading back into the back of Pod, hoping that he can navigate the dark room to get into the back. Oh, and my favorite use of the red ring there, just throwing it, hitting the crystal switch, and it will never be used again. We have JTB making the swamp play, maybe?
And Ehseezed finding the secret passage down to the basement. But on John's side, we are getting that Swamp Palace play.
I said the second chest, which is not the key chest but the bomb chest. I'm saying is the Cane of Samaria in our go mode. I'm probably wrong.
I'm gonna say left side.
I said I'm probably wrong because I rolled the seed, but I want this to be nice, and I want them to have Cane of Samaria so that they can at least show off Diver Down. Garcia, the lamp was in desert.
Yep. And Ehseezed going to make us some turtle soup.
JTB making nice with the hammer dash strat. Now, I believe JTB can actually do Diver Down with bombs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he can.
So we will see Bomb Diver Down. I actually think he prefers it that way because the fact of, like right now, we don't have Cane of Samaria, you will almost always have bombs. Two Butter Slurp slashes to have Helmasaur go down on Ehseezed's side. He cut through him just like, well, butter.
Like a hot knife through butter. Alright, there's him out.
So we are almost on equal footing right now. But JTB having looked a little bit more advantage having that lamp and also a crystal advantage.
Right. And the good thing about this dungeon is you don't need the big key to go face Argus.
No, you do not. And JTB actually not going to do the Diver Down.
My guess is he does not feel comfortable with it, or he does not know how to do it.
I feel like he does. If someone in chat can correct me, like I don't know, Amarith. But I feel like he does know it. But Diver Down is such a good glitch. Just saving us mini screens.
I think he probably feels more comfortable doing it with the cane than he does with the bombs.
Yeah, plus, with the way this seed is going, I wouldn't want to risk messing it up several times.
Right. Alright, here we go. On to Argus. Now, if Argus does not have her item, that means it's either in the big chest or on left side.
So we see JTB making quick work of Argus. Foresee JTB switching the silver arrows and shooting this, again, eyeball boss. Nope, he's gonna do spin strats, but spinning this eyeball boss to explosions.
Down goes Argus. And all that for a piece of heart.
You know what these runners have access to right now?
Pyramid Fairy?
Pyramid Fairy. JTB could route that in once he leaves Swamp. So let's see what's on left side Swamp and Big Chest.
I'm gonna say left side Swamp has our progression.
Ehseezed making his IPBJ golf clap. All right, so let's play some Deal or No Deal. So there are 2 chests that's on the left side of Swamp.
Well, he has the option to switch too. If we're down to 2 chests, I'm gonna say it's gonna be left. I would say the left side.
So you're gonna say probably the first chest that he will check in Swamp will have the Kana Samaria.
Yep.
I'm going to offer you then that Kana Samaria is on Ped. Deal or no deal?
I'll take that deal.
Oh, we have the deal. So let's see what happens when we check that chest on the left side of left side Swamp.
Alright, here we go. And it is the cave.
Oh, Andy. Oh, man. That is go mode, people. That is go mode.
At 1 hour, 30, at 1.5 hours into this race, JTB is officially in go mode.
And sadly, you did trade your chests, so I'm sorry. So I don't think JTB is going to get that butter sword.
No. Plus, you know, bacon and butter swords are the best swords to have. Just a little bit more of slashing on the big pig.
Oh, is JTB trying to set up for a bird toss? Oh.
Yep.
And now we just have execution here from JTB. Having Meyer, having TR, having Ganon, having GG, as said by Czar in chat. Now, okay, here I'm gonna play. We're gonna play another Deal or No Deal.
All right. Well, let me consult the banker first.
Which chest do you think the TR big key will be in? Do you think it would be before or after vanilla chest? For
Laser Bridge.
You think? think we can have it on Laser Bridge, can we?
Oh, no. It's probably going to be in the torch room, where you light up the 4 torches. Second room you check in the game, in TR.
So you're saying the back right room of TR.
Yep, and it's going to be in that very first chest, the left side chest as well.
I think JTB was trying to set up a spooky action, but I don't quite think on the flute screen he set it up quite right. Now, if I recall correctly, whenever you set up spooky action glitch, it's another one of those arbitrary value glitches to where the position of the goose on the screen when you fly away determines if you set it up correctly or not. The goose is already off the screen when I think JTB was trying to set up the glitch. Because the goose has to be higher than it is whenever you initially get into the mire area. And we see Ehseezed making the big bomb play. I believe he is still looking for those flippers. Unfortunately, the flippers cannot be in there.
Right. Dude is something called logic.
Yeah, Ice Palace is a crystal. Therefore, flippers cannot be in there. Now, Yoko, you said that big key was going to be on the left side of the torch room, correct?
That is correct.
What if I say it's going to be a vanilla location? Would you take that deal, or do you want to stick with your answer?
I'm going to stick with my answer.
All right. So you're saying no deal to it being on vanilla location.
Yep.
And we will find out what's in those chests when we get into TR.
Which is in just a few seconds time now.
Emmerich, that's also true. He could have been looking for that cane behind the. But technically, I guess it couldn't be there because you technically could need Cane of Samaria for Ice Palace. Maybe. Depending on how you route it.
And welcome to Turtle Rock.
Oh, Ehseezed finally making it to the Hookshot Cave, where he's gonna hate me. Oh, and it's in the very first chest in TR. Big Key is in there. We'll call that a draw.
Yep.
The baker trolled us all. Yes, dude. Yes. Ehseezed got his flippers now heading to Spike Cave to see what's in there since he's already in this area. Hoping for that Cane of Samaria that's in there, but We know where it is right now. So let's see if Ehseezed is going to make their way down to Swamp, to the location where the I think so. Yes, they're going to Swamp. Let's see if he'll go straight left side, or if they'll go to go straight to the back and then go left. I'll imagine definitely feeling behind at this point. While JTB making his way through T-Rock, probably will take that key and get out of there. Yes. Oh, and running away from the anti-fairy. We were about to see Bowsette, but no. I'm imagining that JTB is taking the exit, so that way he'll have an exit here.
Yep.
Had to go all the way back through, which he could have gone through the big, gone right out of those that Poke room, but he also needed a key. Also true.
True story. You need the key to get through Turtle Rock.
So now he's got 2 keys, which means that I think he can just go straight back to the boss. Yes, Laser Bridge is no longer needed. Now on to the most fun room of the game, the rail room, which is kind of annoying because you're on rails and you have to make sure you're holding the right direction and don't let off a split second too soon, or else you'll keep going. I'm not talking about that from experience at all.
And JTB making quick work of the crystal room in TR.
Oh, Ehseezed is going to do left side swamp. So Ehseezed is about to get his Canis and Mario, his go mode. All while JTB is making quick work of traffics.
On to the final head, the middle head. And now it's time to play everyone's favorite guessing game, wherein Ganon's Tower is the big key.
I'm going to stick with my ceremonial guess of 6.
I'll see you at 6 and raise you 3 more toward 9.
And off we go. A short, cute dash. over to our favorite area, the end game, Gannis Tower. Several floors we gotta climb, a gauntlet to go through to fight a wizard who just happens to have 2 shadows with him to be able to fight a big pig. We are about to enter Gannis Tower, where we will stop the Gannis Tower Big Key game and start count where that big key is.
Now, no more bets.
And Ehseezed is now in go mode, getting his Canis and Maria.
All right, here we go. In 1, 20 rupees. In 2, bombs.
Have to go left side because we did not get a small key. Hope Room was not hopeful today.
On the torch is a key.
Bye, Bob.
Yep.
Got chests 4 through 7 here.
In 4, the map. In 5, shovel. In 6, a small key. And in 7 is another small key.
In chest number 8 is the mirror shield.
I gotta love the riot shield.
As Ehseezed is making its way through Argus.
GTB down in the fireball room. Number 13.
None.
I'm sorry?
It's 9.
In 9, piece of heart. Into the Rando room.
Ten through 13 here.
It's gotta be here. In 10, green potion. In 11, arrows. 12 has the compass. 13 has more vampire skewers.
Alright, so we're going to see Bob. Well, what would have been Bob. We had to get what was on the torch.
Yep.
Chest number 14.
No, but we do get a missing heart container.
And we have Ice Armos. Blink and you'll slide. Oh, I like that last one with the drift there.
Yep. Small key. 10 hours. 20 hours.
It's on force left to go right. Force left to go right. Ooh. In Lamaga, yes. The lamp is in desert, so lamp is right outside where he is. I wonder if Ehseezed practiced Dark Mire. And JTB almost getting knocked into that wall master.
$50 rupees. There's our blue cane. There's the big key.
I believe that was just 18 or 19.
And as John now makes his way up the tower.
I lost count. I always lose count when we have to go right side.
Let's see here.
I believe that's 20. And oh, come on. Adilor is the winner of the Big Key Guessing Game. Thanks, Tracker, for making us look bad. Speaking of our Tracker, give Adilor a follow. Shout out to Adilor. He's done an amazing job doing the clicking stuff over here.
And
Like Star Runners as well.
Yep.
Navigating this atrocious seed I rolled for them. Shout out to our Restreamer, the dude. Yeah, thanks to Yoko. Shout out to Yoko, my co-commentator here.
Yep. And if you like what you see here, please don't forget to give our runners a subscribe. Same with our tracker and both of your commentators, me and Mocha. Because we'll have all the links in the chat window.
Also, shout out to the Gomo podcast, who is putting on this mentor tournament. We are in the bracket stages, and this is the fighter sort bracket here.
Yep. And John making quick double work of the landmall fight.
Dude, Ehseezed is going through Dark Mire pretty well. Just got one more room to navigate through, and he'll be in the clear. Quite literally, because he can see. The advantage to having that lamp for JTB is that less magic right there in the torch room here.
John's got to be a little bit careful of that room down there on floor 5. Like, if you go up the stairs at the exact same time that the chimes go off, the game does not like that, and you can soft lock your game on that.
Oh yeah, it's not like anyone's done this before. And JTB also better be careful. He's got 3.5 arcs.
And down goes Landmall.
Amrith, I know what you're talking about. I think what you're talking about is JT or Willow J. Bradley's team was like the initials of all the runners, and I think it was WJ WT, a whole bunch of initials, and I saw JTB somewhere in there.
John taking his geometry test right now and gets a nice double.
That's a very nice double. Oh my word, these patterns for JTB, like that, but these patterns are lined up very nicely for him. And down.
And down goes Aga too. And John now going to go face the big pig.
Fighting bacon with bacon. And silver arrows, that is.
So would that technically make it a Baconator?
Are you talking about the sword or just the fight in general?
Bacon versus bacon.
JTB drop it in. Like I said, you better be careful. It's got 3.5 hearts. Red Mel. And there he goes down to 2.
Right, but he saved with the blue goo.
Yes. And he does have a green potion, but I doubt that he'll actually need it. If only he had a cape. I didn't count how many slashes that he got, but we're in the phase 3, and he's got 5 hearts. But he also has silver arrows and half magic, so unless we have a fall, I see JTB taking this race. Which means that we'll get more Rando, because that'll be a game 3. JTB, careful getting that torch glitch there.
Yep.
Didn't set up for the double there. It's gonna have to relight that torch. And JTB getting the double. One more hit.
Ooh, almost had the triple.
And there it goes down Ganon.
We got bacon.
All right, and JTB finishing with 3 hearts. And most importantly, finishing in first place as soon as he crosses that bridge of destiny to get the Triforce. And there he goes, JohnTheBranch finishing in first place with a time of 1 hour, 58 minutes, 12 seconds. Get those GGs in chat for JohnTheBranch. We're having a game 3, my friend.
And this game is tight, and we go to sudden death.
And we are going to have an interview with JTB as soon as we get him in here. That's Ehseezed making its way through TR. Oh, he found powder. Ehseezed not stealing the key from the Pokey, but went on there, got up, and got powder. we have Ehseezed making his way. He's going to have to do Laser Bridge.
Yep.
The MSU that John is using is I forgot
Zelda
the name.
2.
It's Zelda 2, yeah. I do like this MSU. I'm more of a Twilight Princess MSU person myself.
Same here. That, and I would like to start using, if they have it, Persona 5.
Hey John, if you're talking,
I have not played any of the Persona games, so don't at me. I need to, I know.
Yep.
As Ehseezed making its way through a dark
okay, let's try that again.
room here
Right there.
on rails. Making its way through there. Oh my word. Having to do Laser Bridge now. I think he's going to open the door at the back. Which I do not blame him. And we are welcomed by JohnTheBranch, our first place winner here. GG, my friend. I just have one thing to say to you right now.
Thank you for the seed. Were you gonna say you're welcome?
I am so sorry. If you,
I love seeds like this. This is my bread and butter. The more execution, the more I feel like, oh well, routing was a grab bag and just execute as best you can and make decisions. That's what I live for. So that was a rush.
So the biggest difference is what's the splash deletion.
Oh, oh, so did he already know that fire rod was there by the time I saw it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest difference there. So
I didn't even know it was gonna work because I've never tried it with silvers before, so I was very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. So he knew it was already there, but he couldn't get it set up. And so whenever you went and did it, that actually put you ahead by a lot. You went into Skull Woods, found the hook shot, went up the mountain, found the flippers.
I felt like I thought I was behind until I saw that there, and I said, I know splash delete, and I'm pretty sure Ehseezed doesn't.
But that was the biggest difference right there.
Yep. And right now, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Yoko.
Oh, Ehseezed taking down both of the heads, working now on the middle head, and pretty soon he'll be entering GT.
All right, well, I'm gonna guess 20 on the big key guessing game.
Oh my word, you're right.
Oh yeah, overall.
Someone's been doing their homework.
Yeah, I made a big point of this time because I basically lost to my own inability to track last game. So the entire thing about this, I said I even turned off my voice tracker and said, okay, just don't click it until you are actually in the room. And I think I broke that rule twice the entire seed. So I guess that's what I got to work on Sunday too now.
Already I have Ehseezed making its way up to GT, but I have to ask. The first time you dipped into Eastern, did you just not want to do that dark room, the back of Eastern, or are you just like, I'll probably find a fire source later?
It was two things. One, I really didn't want to clear it while I didn't even have fire rod because I just have the hardest time with that room, which is funny hearing from me considering that I was able to clear all of the dark rooms and pod like that. but I just have the hardest time getting that specific right Igor and picking up his key without having at least the fire rod. And then I realized it around the same time of I don't actually know if this is a crystal or not, because I do this thing where I map check the light world super late in case I can process of elimination all the crystals.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was like, you went out of Eastern and they immediately did a dark room.
Yeah, I know what it looks like, but it's just that one dark room, and I probably should practice that, because I hear Ehseezed can do all the dark rooms. He can do roller coaster, which is the only one I've never done. So I do need to practice those for sure, probably before Sunday.
Yeah, and
Ooh, nice
he
completion collection rate. That's good for me. I'm usually in the 170s plus.
yeah, and he showed that off today. He didn't find lamp.
Yep.
Where did I find lamp? I remember seeing it and wondering, like, is this even logic? I tried to put together the logic and I just gave up.
You found it in desert.
Was book somewhere that I skipped, perhaps, and thus the access to desert was a lot quicker?
No.
Yeah. No.
We never found book.
No, we never found book. You went in the back door to Desert Palace.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, okay. I was curious if either of us found it. Yeah, I want to find the full logical access. And maybe I was in logic when I found it, but I felt like my mirror I claimed illogically because I had to do that splash delete to get the fire rod.
So yeah, I just want to. So the logical access to fire rod was crazy. So, of course, the hook shot was in Skull Woods. You had to go up the mountain and get the flippers to get that fire rod.
Oh, so the fire rod was behind a Skull Woods dip by logic. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I was doubly out of logic. All right, let's see. Is Ehseezed wanting to do an interview? I see he FF'd.
Yeah, he is. Looks like he is going to continue running. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, well, I'll let you guys wait around for them. What other questions do we got? Have we thanked our restreamers and our casters and our racers recently?
Yep.
You want to do that for us? Do you have any final words for us, John?
No, I just want to say thank you to all the mentors. That's been I was terrible compared to this. This seed would have been a 245 for me 8 weeks ago. I am only into this game thanks to this tournament. I would never have picked it up as seriously as I have. So I guess I'll give a special shout out to them and just them for now, and you guys can handle the rest. You know how to do the shout outs.
Yep.
All right. Have a great night. See you Sunday.
All right.
Have a good night,
good
John.
luck Sunday. Which is good. His climb should be much easier since he does have that butter sword.
Yep. But here comes Blink If You Miss It Part 2. Almost Nights on Ice.
That sounds like a good musical.
Yeah, it's playing over at the garden when we can get back to normal life.
All right, so with Game 3 coming, let's make some speculations about Game 3. So it's going to be Ehseezed's choice for the seed. What do you think will be the mode? that Ehseezed will choose?
Good question. I have no idea.
And while Ehseezed is making this ascent up GT, give these runners a follow, Ehseezed and JohnTheBranch. They are doing an amazing job. I've played both of them personally, and I know that they have vastly improved throughout this whole tournament. I lost to Ehseezed in the first round of this by a sword. Quite literally.
Wow.
I didn't do a ice rod cave check, which turned out to be where a sword was. So I did must succeed on fighter sword. Oh, Ehseezed deciding to glitch out the game. Ehseezed doing showing us some cool strats here. We have a glitch exhibition right now. I'm loving this. And Ehseezed automatically up to tower facing Aghanim. I'm loving this.
Yep. And Ehseezed, time to take on the big pig.
I'm gonna have to ask him about that come the interview. Ehseezed into the Ganon fight. We're about to have a buttered pig here.
Ooh. Can I get mine extra crispy?
Using the lag strat here. I love it.
On to phase 3.
Oh no, misses the didn't get the torch glitch and didn't get the arrows in. But going to get a double. Oh,
Ouch.
was that only a single?
That was a single.
Oh. One more shot.
And down goes the pig.
And as I said, unofficially because he forfeited and also glitched out the game. Finishing this run, he forfeited with a time of at 2:05, but finishing the seed unofficially at 2:14:38. Get your GGs in chat if you want to hype up that exhibition glitch of glitches. let's see if we're going to get Ehseezed in here. And we are joined by Ehseezed. GG, my friend. And can I just say that that might not have been blind, but that was falling with style
Oh, you're
right there.
Thank you.
I love that glitch exhibition there at the end.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, if I'm going down, I'm going down with style. And plus, I don't like doing the gauntlet, so
GG, my friend.
it's a win-win.
And can I just say that that might not have been blind, but that was falling with style right there. I love that glitch exhibition there at the end.
Yep, same here.
All right, so I just want to say one thing real quick. I am so sorry for that seed.
It's all fine. Made for an interesting seed for me, at least, because I refused to do any of the pendant dungeons after our first game.
Yeah, which the pendant dungeons really didn't have anything except desert. All right, so I just want to say one thing real quick.
I figured lamp was in there
I am
somewhere.
so
I just
sorry
refused to get it because
for
I
that
knew
seed.
I knew my way around.
Yeah, and I gotta say, that TR rail room was a thing of beauty. Yeah, which the pendant
Screwed up
dungeons
one time,
really
had to go back
didn't
to the
have
start, but
anything
after that I was
except
good.
desert hat lamp. But
There somewhere, I just refused
so,
to get it because I knew my way around.
I'm sorry for the logic for
and
flippers. I gotta say, that TR
I don't even know what the logic for flippers
rail
was
room.
anymore. Was it,
Okay,
was it the hookshot for hookshot cave at that point? Screwed up
and
one time,
hookshot
had
for
to go back to the
hookshot
start,
cave
but
to
after
get
that I
flippers
was
to
good.
go get the fire rod from Zora Ledge. But
Right.
I'm so sorry for rolling that. I'm sorry for the logic for flippers.
I had a good time racing it. I don't even know what the logic. I may not have done the most optimal routing, but I had fun.
Okay.
Hookshot
So-
for
Oh yeah,
hookshot
it
at that point. I think
it
was.
definitely. I probably
Hookshot
still
for
would have been
hookshot
hung up
cave
on
to
that.
get
flippers to go get the fire rod from Zora Ledge.
Right.
But
Right.
preparing
I'm
for
so
game
sorry for
3,
rolling that.
and I believe
I
you're
had a good time
choosing
racing it.
what mode
I may
that
not
you're
have
going to
done
be
the most
running.
optimal routing, but I had fun.
So just curious, what do you
Oh, yeah.
think, or is
It-
it going to be a hidden strategy and like, oh, I'm going to choose this mode at the end here?
It definitely. I probably still would have been hung up on that.
Nah. Standard random weapon is my favorite mode, so it'll be
But,
standard again.
All right, so you
Preparing
heard
for
it here.
game
Standard
3,
is going
and,
to be the mode for
I
game
believe you're
3.
choosing what
And
mode
what
that you're going
what
to be
time is that
running.
going to be on? What's it? Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
What do you
It
think?
is on Sunday at
Or is it going to be
I
a
almost
hidden
said 8,
strategy?
but that's my time. At 9 Eastern.
Oh, fellow
Consistent with all
Central
the
Time person.
Yep.
All right, so you heard it here. We're gonna have a game 3 Sunday night. That is August. I'm my word. August is on Saturday, so it's August 2nd at 8 Eastern, 9 Central. Game 3 between JohnTheBranch and Ehseezed. You're gonna have to teach me that glitch up the tower, BT Dub.
Yeah. 9 Eastern, 8 Central.
9 Eastern. Did I say 9 Central? 9 Eastern, 8 Central. I've been hogging the the review. Yoko, do you have any questions?
If it's how to do the glitch, it's really easy.
It looked like it was gonna. Ooh, it looked hard, but it probably is easy. It just looked like it was just clipping into a door and just pushing the push block. Wait, was it another Canis and Mario glitch?
It was a Samaria glitch.
Oh, that explains everything.
Yeah. Well, the weird thing is how you get in the door. You hold, you have to mirror on that, whatchamacallit, treadmill, in order to be able to go through it, because mirroring on a treadmill does weird things. But instead of holding left, like you may think I did, you have to hold, and that'll push you into the wall. And then there are, I believe, 3 pixels you can stop on. But for a down right, place the Samaria block, quickly tap right, and then hold down again. And I don't really have a visual cue for the 3 pixels. I just have done it so many times. I'm just like, I think here works. And as you can see, the first time I went too far, and that causes you to soft lock, but you can mirror.
So you're gonna have to teach me that later. Definitely have to teach me, like, one-on-one. Teach me that. Anyway,
I can do that. It's a fun glitch when you're behind and your opponent's already finished. It's a fun thing to just do and show off.
yeah, I know our chat was like hyping over it, so definitely got swag points there.
I think I've done it for each race I've forfeited that I was able to. Because it's a fun thing to do. I enjoy it, and it's easy.
And you get hypes. I love it. Anyway,
Yep.
GG. I'm looking forward to Game 3. Do you have anything to say before we get you out of here and get out of here for tonight?
Make sure when you're starting your game, you're not on the delete file. That was bad.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I was only reminded because I saw my thing scroll to the last screen, and one letter was the first one I hit, and just start. Oh, that was not great.
But again, GG. Looking forward to Game 3, and Sunday again, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Looking forward to it.
Yep, should be a good game.
And with that, that's the last race, of course, for tonight. But it's not the last race of the weekend. Obviously, we have one coming up Sunday. Our next scheduled restream is going to be Sunday at 3 a.m. Eastern, and that is up against it's Otter versus Shikai. Again, that's 3 a.m. Eastern. So a very, very early morning race. And of course, there are other races going on all throughout the weekend. And with that, Yoko, do you want to take us out for tonight?
Sure. Well, until next time, this is Yoko saying thank you, and we'll see you next time for more Link to the Past Randomizer. Have a good night, everyone.
And don't forget to give our runners a follow, give our tracker, commentator, give us a follow, give our restreamers a follow, follow Go Mode Podcast, and we have a Discord as well. And we will see y'all later. Bye, peeps.
Have a good night, everyone.